One of the highlights of Mark chapter 8 is when Jesus challenges his hearers regarding what it means to follow him. Here's what we see in Mark chapter 8, verse 34. Whoever desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So Jesus issues a three-part challenge to those who desire to be his disciple. Part number 1, deny yourself. Self-denial is a huge part of following Christ. We need to constantly deny our flesh, to say no to it. The flesh is that part of the believer that still wars against God. We also need to be willing to yield our plans to God. Not my will, but thy will be done. Furthermore, every day in Christ is a day of surrender. Lord, I surrender to you. Use me for your purposes. And then part 2 of Jesus' three-part challenge. Take up your cross. The cross is an instrument of death. It's a symbol of suffering. As disciples of Jesus Christ, we each have a cross to bear. There will be some form of suffering that we face, persecution, personal rejection, lost opportunities, or possibly physical suffering. Life as a believer can be painful, but our suffering brings us closer to Christ, and the Lord gives us grace, his unmerited favor, his enablement in our time of need. And then part number 3 of Jesus' challenge. He says, follow me. Jesus challenges his readers to follow him. That means following him into the unknown, into suffering, and following him in the path of personal purity. Furthermore, it means following him even when we don't feel like it, or when we're disappointed or hurt, choosing instead to walk by faith, not by sight, and not by our feelings. So Jesus issues a three-part challenge. We're called to deny ourselves, to take up our cross, and to follow him. It can be hard, but Jesus said that he will never leave us nor forsake us. Thanks for listening.